The X-Wing is ready for some space shooting action with today's game, Galaxian, for your Atari 2600. And let's see, we got some spaceships on the front that look like a cross between He-Man's Wind Raider and an ugly giant green slug. Interesting, at least these red guys make some nice eyeballs there. Let's go ahead and take Galaxian, pop it in my Atari 7800 Pro system, and see how it holds up today. Let's go to the game. Galaxian for the 2600 was published by Atari and carries a copyright year of 1983. It is based on the 1979 Namco arcade game that was later overshadowed by its sequel, Galaga. Galaxian was programmed by Mark Ackerman, Glenn Parker, and Tom Calderwood. Mark was also the project leader for the 2600 version of Ms. Pac-Man, which I reviewed in episode 138. The manual makes it sound like the whole game is merely a training exercise to prepare for a possible attack from the evil alien Galaxian fleet. Galaxian is a Space Invader style shooter for one player only. The game allows you to start on any of the first 9 waves. When you start the game, you use the joystick to move left and right and the button to shoot. The left difficulty switch when in the B position allows you to auto-fire by holding down the button. When in the A position, you have to press the button for each shot you take. No matter which method you choose, you can only have one shot on a screen at a time. The amount of points earned for destroying a Galaxian depends on which row it's from and if it's in flight or not. The green drones from the 3 bottom rows are worth 30 points when they're in the row and 60 points in flight. The purple emissaries from the 4th row are worth 40 points in rows and 80 points in flight. The red escorts in the 5th row are worth 50 points when they're in the row and 100 points in flight. And the white flagships in the top row are worth 60 points in the row and 120 points in flight. You can also get bonus points if you shoot a flagship when it has a red escort with it. If you shoot it with 1 red escort, you'll get 200 points for the flagship, 300 points if it's with 2 escorts, and 800 points if you shoot both escorts first and then the flagship. You start the game with 3 ships and earn an extra ship at 7,000 points. Defeat all the Galaxians on the screen and you move on to a more difficult wave. And that, in a nutshell, is Galaxian. Graphically speaking, the game looks pretty nice and colorful, and fits an impressive number of enemies on screen at the same time. The sound effects are also very well done for a 2600 game. Family-friendly wise, it's just a simulation, so there's no objections here. At the time of my research on eBay, loose copies were going for $6 to $8 and new copies were going for $15, including shipping. So what did I think of Galaxian on the 2600? Well, it's pretty much a nice looking and sounding bare-bones Space Invader clone, and that's about it. In truth, I've never been a big Galaxian fan, since there isn't anything really special about it. There's no shields like Space Invaders, and you can't double up your ship like in Galaga. In short, it looks nice, it sounds nice, and controls well, but I just don't enjoy it that much, whether it be in the arcade or here on the VCS. So where am I going to rank Galaxian? Retro Gaming Heresy alert, I'm probably going to rank it a lot lower than most. But I have to be true to my rankings, which are based on which game I'd rather play. And I'd rather play Dolphin at 62, which is another well-made game that I had a hard time getting into, but I will give it an edge over the not-so-good Towering Inferno at 63. So out of the 86 games I've ranked on the 2600, Galaxian is invading into the 63 position. Galaxian is very well made, but for me it's just not that much fun. I would totally appreciate it if you click the like and subscribe buttons. I'd also appreciate it if you supported me on Patreon. Just go to patreon.com/NoSwearGamer for more information. I'm also a member of the Retro Junkies Network. You can find more retro-related podcasts and videos at theretrojunkies.com, and you can follow me both on the Facebook or the Twitter. Thank you for giving me a little part of your day, and I look forward to seeing you next time on the next episode of the No Swear Gamer. Take care, and please don't hate me because I had a hard time enjoying Galaxian. Please?